Welcome back. The South African Social Security Agency is warning against a scam making the rounds on social media. The post in question is for a 700 Rand grant application, which doesn't exist. The post has a link on it for people to supposedly apply online. Sassa has urged that the public ignore the fake post. The agency's spokesperson, Paseka Letsatsi, joins us now for more. Paseka, thank you so much for your time this evening. First of all, let's give people the information about what they need to look out for. What does this post say, and what should they be on the alert for to know that this is the fake post?
Good evening, Ali, and thanks for having us. I think basically the post which has been circulated around seemed to suggest that the COVID-19 has increased from 350 to 700, and people must basically update their details on that particular link. And when we went to check, we realized that basically they just want your ID number, they want your PIN, so that they can then be able to defraud you. And we just want to appeal to the communities that once you get such an SMS, please know that it's not from the South African Social Security Agency. Ignore it, or the best thing that you must simply do is to delete, so that basically you do not necessarily give them your particulars.
Tell us how this message has been being circulated. Is it purely on social media, or is it also being sent to people directly to their phones on WhatsApp?
Not necessarily. I think what they basically do, it has been circulating on social media, and obviously some of the grants and beneficiaries play within that particular space. And we have been inundated with calls from people trying to get the information to find out exactly what is happening. And unfortunately, some of them fall victim to this particular scam because they think, or it looks authentic because it has got Sassa logos and so forth. And I mean, they are targeting people who might not even have the understanding of how these particular things work. Hence, we are appealing to those who are the potential applicants or beneficiaries to make sure that they delete it immediately, because once you give your details, and I think basically you are just giving yourself out to those fraudsters, and they'll be able definitely to get into your account and do all sorts of funny things with your money.
So we know there have been a number of scams trying to take advantage of beneficiaries. As quickly as Sassa sends out a message saying that something is fake and to ignore it, then the scam moves to a different area to try and trap people in a different way. What's your advice to South Africans at large about the Sassa system, and how, for instance, you would ordinarily and legitimately communicate with people to get details from them or to update details, so that they know how to spot a scam when they see one?
We just want to put it on record that when we want to communicate with our beneficiaries, there is a proper way in which we communicate with them, and one of those particular platforms which we use is to send a letter, because we've got addresses of individuals so that they are able to respond. For example, if a person has to come and verify if they are still alive and so forth, we communicate directly with them because we've got their particulars. We just want to be to put it on records, and especially to grants beneficiaries, that one, they will never get a call from Sassa which seeks them or ask them to give us their banking details or the PIN number or whatever personal details from a Sassa official. If indeed we have to interact with a beneficiary, a Sassa official will definitely come to your house if perhaps you are unable to come to the office because of a particular disability. And that official, as they present themselves to you, they will definitely present their identification to you and the reasons why they are coming to you. But your PIN number, please make sure that you do not share it with anybody, including your family members only.
And so, just to make sure that people understand how they can also verify a Sassa official's identification should they come to their house, because that potentially presents another area where scamsters could try and get people's details by rocking up at someone's house, presenting themselves as a Sassa official. So if someone comes to your house, they say they're a Sassa official, they have an ID, is there a way that someone could verify by phoning the Sassa offices?
No, definitely. And I mean, we do have our numbers on the website, but obviously there is a toll-free number which people can basically call to verify if Sassa is embarking on a particular campaign to visit people in a particular area, especially if there might have been certain things which are identified. But we try by all means as an organization to make sure that we limit that particular interference, because we know that once we try to make sure that we embark on a beneficiary education, we don't want to get into people's private spaces unless if we are invited. And in this case, we have people who invite us to come to their houses because they are unable to come to Sassa offices. But even in that instance, where people have access to other gadgets and so on, they are able to make an application online. However, in any case, if we come there, we must make sure that we identify ourselves. And if someone is not sure that this is a Sassa official who's entering their house to request whatever information possible, they can just call our toll-free number and make sure that they verify, which is 0800 601011, and they can then be able to verify if these are scammers or not. But we want to emphasize, please make sure that the PIN is not shared with anybody. And Ali, I think I want to make this plea to our beneficiaries that don't even write it anyway, because sometimes we write it because you don't want to forget it, hide it in a wardrobe, whatever, in a drawer, and some of the grandchildren who are very naughty, they get hold of your PIN, they go and withdraw money, and you find yourself without anything. So we are appealing to our beneficiaries to make sure that they keep their PIN safe.
Well, thank you very much for that update. Paseka Letsatsi from Sassa speaking to us there. Very importantly, Sassa will never ask you to verify your details or your PIN telephonically. Please do not share your PIN with anyone. There are so many people trying to take advantage of you.